Hello and welcome everybody. I know you're experiencing problems with your washing machine. Your washing machine is working, it's doing everything it's supposed to do, but for some reason, your clothes is not coming out clean. It's coming out with little pieces of dirt or fuss or stains, and you are wondering why your clothes is not washing. It's not your detergent, it's not your soap, it's not the temperature of the water. I'll show you why is that happening. Right here we have an agitator. The agitator is the part that goes inside the washing machine. They're supposed to wash your clothes. Supposed to do this back and forth. Back and forth. You see how I'm spinning the top back and forth, but the bottom is only spinning counterclockwise? That's the cycle that your agitator's supposed to be working on. In example, if your agitator is just doing this, but see how the bottom is not spinning? Like this one, not like this one. You could even spin the whole thing and nothing happens. Well, that's what's causing your clothes to come out dirty, filled with dots of nasties, and also with stains that don't want to come out. And I'm going to show you right now, step by step, of how to replace that. Our tools that we are going to use is going to be ratchet, little ratchet, with an extension, a socket, 10 size socket, 10 millimeter, and a little flat head screwdriver. So what's happening in there in the agitator, in the middle right here, it has these little things. They are called agitator dogs. It has 4 of them. You have to replace them all 4. You cannot just replace one because you'll break it again. So you have to, the package comes with 4 of them in there. You can order this on eBay. If you go to your local appliance store, this is gonna cost you $10 for this thing. But if you go on eBay, you could get 40 of these for $20. So you have a plan to go out fixing washers, agitators. This is the way to go. Go on eBay, order all your packages, 40 packages for only $20. You could fix 40 washers. Anyways, that's for people that want to make a little money on the side. You know, everything that you learn on my channel, don't forget that everything that you learn in this channel or any other channel, from now on, you can always use it as your advantage to go get some money on the side. So always try to, do something good with what you learned. I encourage you to do it. Okay, so first is first, right here, we have to take this top off. Some of them just come off when you pull them out by your hand. Some of them need this little screwdriver flathead. You put it down here and then you squeeze it out and it should come out. But in this case, this one's loose already. So we'll just pull it out. Should come out. Put it on the side. There's a plastic guard, waterproof seal in there, so no water gets into your bowl and get it all rust. It has 2 little handles and it has the seal right there. So you just pull it out. Some of these, sometimes they get so hard in there. And what I like to do is put a wire through here, big wire, and tie it up and then pull it to take it out. Sometimes you have a hard time taking this out. So what happens, these little handles will break off. But in this case, see, I already had loosened it up for you guys for this channel. So this is okay. I mean, you can always take out the gasket, this little seal right here, and clean it up and put it back on there. In there, there's the size 10 bolt in there. So we get an extension and hook it up to her. So right here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get an extension with a 10 size socket. We get a ratchet, and we're gonna remove that from in there. With one hand, you could spin the nut. In this case, I had it loose already, but always you gotta hold the agitator from the bottom or the top with your left hand side and just unbolt the bolt from the middle of the agitator. Once you do that, you put it on the top right here, and there you can see that's the little plastic support for your agitator dogs. So you just go like this, the bolt's gonna come out, and then that you will gotta put a little pressure on it. Once you release it, once you take it apart, the agitator should come out like this. And then you see the plastic right there? You just go like this. You get your little flathead screwdriver, and you get this thing is changes on different agitators. You got different styles on different agitators, but most of them they have this plastic here, the yellow plastic or black sometimes, that hold the dog agitators in place. So this is the little things that you are gonna replace that I have right here. So you put your little screwdriver in there, pull this out, and it should come out like that. Some of them they don't have anything, so you just gotta push it against the agitator head and then just put it in the washer, because sometimes they just fall out like this. You could just flip it over like this and then shake it a little bit and they come out. So these are the old ones, they go to the trash. And we got the new ones here. So right here we are putting our new agitated dogs right here. So the plastic, will show you how they go right there. Have like a little groove where they go and they get stuck in there, like a little hole, so they won't come out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all 4 of them. Always remember, to replace these things, you gotta replace all 4. Because you cannot go get away with it just replacing 1 or 2. Because they all 4 gotta work at the same time. If you only replace 2 of them and try to save the other 2 for next time it breaks down, and the 2 new ones are gonna wear out quicker than you think. Because they get wet, they get moisty, and they get everything, and with the salt and everything water has now these days, it's gonna ruin everything. As you can see, I'm getting full of whatever the water has like kind of like a salt or something. And this thing, then you place this back on there. This is a little plate like to keep the agitators in place. So when you put them upside down, they won't come off, but you gotta hold it. So then you get your agitator, and this, you put them through the bag. You see those little grooves in there, and they have to match up with it. Well, they don't have to match up because this just spins like crazy, and this causes it to stay stuck. And these little things right here, like fins, they'll pull your clothes down as it spins. So you put it back in there. Then once you try to spin it, I could spin it one way, but if I try to spin it the other way, it won't do anything because that's the purpose of this agitator dogs. Once you have your bottom side of the agitator in place, then you got make sure that you hold this, the agitator dogs hold them in place, and put it upside down like this, and then you put your agitator head in there. So it's went in there, flip it over, and it should get stuck like this. Okay. So once we're done with that, we'll put the agitator back in there. Another thing that I recommend, sometimes the seal when it's not working and it's all full of salt like this, I recommend you to switch the bolt too. Because water goes in there and it damages the bolt. So sometimes they get all rusted, and when you try to take it out, this thing will slip and you'll break that bolt. So the only way to remove this when it's broken and it's damaged is using the saw and taking it out. So I recommend everybody that whenever you switch your agitator dogs, if your bolt is this color, I think it's time to switch it. But if you still see it like a metal color, like a chrome, then it's okay. You could just put it back in there. And the way to put this back in there, you just hold this in there. Make sure you put it counterclockwise, and then you just hold it with your finger in there. Once it's in there, you tie it up. Now when you're putting back the bolt in there, in the agitator, make sure that you are not squeezing, that you're not putting too much pressure, because remember it has that little gasket plastic in the bolt. So you don't want to damage that. So when you are spinning it, once the agitator starts spinning by you doing this, you just hold it a little bit, one more turn, and that's it. Do not to try to go all crazy and tie it up, because then you ruin the seal on the bolt. Then you put this back in there. You get your cap and give it a little hit. And then now once your agitator is back with the new dogs, then you should be able to do this. So, okay, so there you go, guys. So now that's gonna make sure that this pulls your clothes down, and this bottom part pulls your clothes up. So what your clothes is doing in there is going like a circle like this. And at the same time is doing this. So all your clothes is getting washed and everything. And look at all that. That's all salt from the water. The water here is not good. So I recommend you to maintenance your drum from the inside at least once a year. So that way, because your clothes still has that too. Even though your clothes is all washed and everything, you still got that in your clothes. So don't think that just because the clothes looks clean, it's not dusty like this. But anyways, there you go, guys. I hope you guys learned something new today. And by replacing agitators, you can always make that extra money. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and to turn on that notification bell, because I'm gonna be posting more videos of how to fix or replace more parts and washers and different brands. And once I finish doing the washers, then I'm gonna go to dryers, because I also know how to repair dryers, gas dryers or electric dryers. So later on I'll be posting more videos. If you have any comments, any questions, feel free to hit me up, and we'll see if we can work it together. Then I'll find out another video and show you guys how to do what you need. Thank you guys for watching and have a good one.